Indie Mogul.
This weekend it was the calm before the storm as a few movies tried to make some money before Watchmen hits next weekend. How much were they able to salvage? Let's find out with some movie math. Can 3 purity ring wearing teenage white boys topple a loudmouth 6'5" African American ex-stripper? No, they cannot. Madea Goes to Jail held on to the #1 spot, pulling in $16.5 million for its second weekend. Even though it fell 60%, Madea Goes to Jail is up to $64.8 million so far, making it the biggest grossing movie of Tyler Perry's career. Looks like he'll have no problem buying that private island he wants for his birthday. But the question is, will Tyler Perry remain a private island within Hollywood, or with numbers like these, will they finally let him on the mainland? And coming in at second place in a number of ways is Jonas Brothers, the 3D concert experience with $12.7 million. That is less than half of the $31.1 million debut a year ago for Disney's other 3D concert, Hannah Montana Miley Cyrus Best of Both Worlds. So while the Jonas Brothers claim their fans will be faithful to them forever, looks like quality over quantity isn't the way to go. Not only did Slumdog Millionaire get the Oscar, but now it's also gotten the biggest box office Oscar bounce in more than a decade. Up 45%, Slumdog Millionaire brought in $12.2 million, bringing its total so far to $115 million. As for the other Oscar winners, Milk enjoyed a none-too-shabby boost of 37%, but that only translated to adding $1.4 million to the film's slender haul. But Milk comes out on DVD March 10th, just 3 months after it debuted in theaters, where it'll likely make more money than it did in theaters. Meanwhile, The Reader jumped 10%, taking in $2.9 million for a total so far of $27 million. Yeah, Hugh Jackman was right, everyone will probably rent The Reader. As for the weekend's other wide release, Street Fighter: The Legend of Chun-Li came in at number 8 with $4.6 million. Numbers like that don't bode well for a sequel. I asked you to rate the movie on a 1 to 10 and you gave it a 4, 1 point lower than the 5 audiences gave it on Friday's episode of Beyond the Trailer. And the winner of this week's one-sentence review challenge is Zakasser, who says if you enjoy having your childhood nostalgia being crushed by mediocre acting, predictability, and uninspiring action sequences, then this is a godsend. Runner-up is Sylvana Noir, who adds, "Sorry, but this movie blows. I can't believe they thought the fans would like this." As for our other ongoing contest, predicting the final box office haul for Paul Blart Mall Cop, this weekend the movie reached $128 million. So for those of you who guessed around $140 to $150 million, you seem to be on the target for a win. I saw a movie this weekend and I'll tell you all about it after the break.
This week on WePCTV.
In the next couple of weeks, WePCTV is going to be launching a new show, Hacking Hollywood. It's the show that answers the question, how did they do that? Could they even do that? I mean, really. Ray guns? I think you mean lasers, gentlemen.
WePCTV is brought to you by ASUS and Intel. You dream it, ASUS builds it, Intel inside.
Indiemogo. Best website, Amazon, and then Indiemogo.
After its impressive debut last weekend, I decided to see Tyler Perry's Madea Goes to Jail, and I thought it was really good. Tyler Perry might not be winning an Oscar anytime soon, but he's certainly a solid writer-director who's able to deliver a good time. I'd say the movie was definitely a few notches above TV quality, and I particularly enjoyed Perry's work as Madea. His commitment to the character, as well as the personality he's developed for Madea, is genuinely funny and relatable to anyone who has difficult elderly relatives. I felt the other storyline about a district attorney and the prostitute he tries to get off the streets was also pretty good, but I didn't like the Cinderella fairy tale ending Perry stuck on it. And kudos to Sofia Vergara, the Colombian model and actress who did a great comedic turn as Medea's cellmate. It's nice to see her trying to go beyond her usual pin-up image. As always, thanks for watching Movie Math, and I'll see you on Fridays Beyond the Trailer covers Watchmen. I'm Grace Randolph, and we just did some Movie Math.
Subscribe, comment, rate it.